All right, race fans, welcome to TurnLeftTV. You ready for some high-speed action tonight? Let's step on the gas. All right, race fans, welcome to Daytona International. This is TurnLeftTV, and I'm your host, Heath Johnson. The High Octane Racing League Bushwhacker Series putting on a special event, the Frosty 200. 80 laps here tonight at Daytona, and we've got prizes, baby. The winner gets a $20 Steam gift card, and then we have two random drawings for $10 Steam gift cards. It's all live tonight, right here on TurnLeftTV. Merry, Merry, Merry Christmas. A little TurnLeftTV special treat for you tonight. High Octane Racing League's Frosty 200. 80 laps here at Daytona. Who's going to take home the green? All right, hey, thank you so much for coming in to TurnLeftTV. I'm your host, Heath Johnson. We got a good one for you tonight, man. I'm excited about this one. A little special event that I thought of doing here at the last minute. I guess last week I got the bright idea. So the Frosty 200 special event, Christmas event for the drivers at HORL. We got a big field here. So tonight's race is an 80-lap affair here at Daytona, and all the other rules are pretty much the same. You got 1X tires, 2X fuel, and we just extended the race length just a little bit to make things a little interesting. So Daytona headed your way. $16 drivers out here tonight. Again, this is the Frosty 200 tonight here at Daytona. Again, an 80-lap race. And I'm your host, Heath Johnson, the commentator, the broadcaster, owner and operator, TurnLeftTV, and High Octane Racing League. So I'm excited about this one. No points awarded tonight. All for the cash, the glory. So just about a minute and a half left before we get to the qualification session. Coming up next week, we'll be at Baku City Circuit in the High Octane Racing League GT3 Series season. Race number 5. We had race number 4 just a little while ago, and it was a great one at Watkins Glen. So this city circuit here, I think some of these drivers have never been on this circuit, and it is a great one. I absolutely love this track, so wanted to put this on the schedule. I want to thank you so much for coming in and watching me here, watching the TurnLeftTV channel, and these guys make it happen here tonight for some cash. We've got a $20 Steam gift card for the winner of the race, and 2 drawings tonight for a $10 Steam gift card for the drivers who are participating. And out of thanks, my thanks to everybody. I thought I would throw this race out here and see if guys would be interested, and it looks like they are, so excited about that. Thanks for coming in. Please hit the thumbs up button. Let me know how I'm doing. You can share my videos with all your friends on social media, anywhere you can share YouTube videos. Haven't hit that subscribe button, encourage you to do so. We may see some more events just like this one. If you'd like to make a donation to TurnLeftTV, you can click on that link up in the banner of the channel and make a donation straight through PayPal. And again, thank you so much. High Octane Racing League is where it's at, man. No stock car league on the planet does a better job than High Octane Racing League. The proof is in the pudding here. So again, thank you so much for coming in, and let's get this bad boy underway. Tonight's race being brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. Your perfect place for an rFactor 2 server. If your league is looking to find something a little bit better than what they have, maybe a little bit more headroom, a little bit more reliable, a lot more reliable, at a good price, please give EliteHostingUSA.com your consideration. Not only servers here in the United States, but also servers in the European theater, and also in South America as well. So I believe there might even be some servers there in Asia as well that you can rent through USA, EliteHostingUSA.com. So we're in the qualification session right now, and we're taking a look at Lawrence Stopworth in the 41 car. Here's a qualification attempt here for the Frosty 200. Right now, 49.722 is Lauren's time. He's currently 4th on the grid. Take a look at Ed Palumbo as he makes his qualification attempt. Top time right now is Preston Hassel. .252. Well, Palumbo with his qualification lap here. First lap there, shown 13th on the grid. He's got another lap to go. Paul Brown, the new top time, 49.009. So Palumbo's second lap here. So Ed Palumbo with a second lap there, 49.179. So shown 12th on the grid. Artur Vieira currently has that second fastest lap. 49.019 for him. See what he can do here with this final attempt. So it looks like 49.019 will be his best lap there. So currently second on the grid. Thiago Gomez finishing up his qualification attempt in the 7X car. ZiaComics.com is your nerd headquarters for all things comic, games, action figures, and comic books. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. That's ZiaComics.com, your nerd headquarters. So it looks like Paul Brown is the top time there with a 49.009. It's got about 3 minutes left to go. Looks like Felipe Granado is making a qualification attempt here in the 6X car. Well, Felipe currently shown 17th on the grid. So qualification, we got about 1 minute left in qualification here. Just doing some, typing in some names right here. All right, looks like qualification is over. So we'll take a look at the results, session results here. Paul Brown qualifies in P1, Archer Vieira P2. Tim Lansbury starts in the 3rd position. Craig Marizon will be starting 4th. Lawrence Stopworth starts in the 5th position. Claudio Bardelli Jr. starts in 6th. Jim Willis starts in the 7th position. Preston Hassel 8th. Felipe Granado starts in the 9th position. He just ran the GT3 Series race. Jose Sola starts in 10th. In 11th is Jesus Iglesias. Starts in the 12th position is Colin Matiak. Givaldo Spindola starts 13th. Ed Palumbo 14th. Paulo Chachalowski starts in the 15th position. Will Dunbar 16th. Thiago Gomez starts in the 17th position. Sean Jacobs 18th. And in the 19th position is Ricky Emerson. All right, this is not actually race 7 of 10. We are doing a special event here, or off this week, so doing a special event tonight. So 80 laps here at Daytona tonight. Don't forget, coming up next week, we got Baku City Circuit and the High Octane Racing League GT3 Series season race number 5. 50-minute race from that great street circuit located in Azerbaijan. Excited about this one. I love this GT3 series. We had a great turnout today at 18 drivers, and some of those guys doing double duty here tonight. Running in the Buschwacker series as well. So, been a very interesting season in the GT3 series. So I tell you, man, got some great drivers headed over this way from across the pond to race in this. So you definitely want to check it out. Saturdays at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. There we go. We got her up there now. So we got about 2 minutes left to go before we get this thing kicked off here. So again, thank you so much for coming in. We got 13 people watching the race right now, man. I feel like freaking Aerosmith. All right, boys and girls, this is going to get great here, man. We got a good field here, 19 drivers at Daytona, and hopefully everybody's going to behave themselves. This is the Frosty 200. That's right, Daytona International, an 80-lap event headed your way. So we're going to have a great night here.
Attention grid, will all non-essential personnel leave the grid now.
All right, boys and girls, here we go. The Frosty 200. The starting order. Excuse me, we'll do this again. About the starting order, here we go. Paul Brown starts in the first position, the 77 car. Tavieres second, Tim Lansbury third. Craig Marizon will start in that fourth position. Lauren Stoppeworth starts in the fifth position. Claudio Bardelli Jr. starts in sixth. Jim Willis seventh. Preston Hassel starts in the eighth position. In ninth will be Felipe Granado doing the double duty today. Jose Sola starts in 10th. Jesus Iglesias starts in the 11th position. Colin Matiak starts in 12th. In 13th is Givaldo Spindola. And Palumbo starts in the 14th position in the 54 car. Paulo Chachalowski 15th, and Will Dunbar starts in the 16th position. In 17th is Thiago Gomez in the 7X. Sean Jacobs starts in the 18th position, and Ricky Emerson starts in 19th. All right, boys and girls, it is 80 laps here tonight. And again, 19 14 drivers joining us here at HORL. Arcavier on the outside line, that 4 car. 82, Tim Lansbury starts in the 3rd position. That Skyline Chili Ford Mustang. And Craig Marazon in the 1X car. Good to see him out. Join us more often. We'll get you a car painted there, Craig. Okay, the winner of the race, $20 gift card. If it's not an admin, and if it's an admin, then they will give it to the next guy in line. That is not an admin. So admins here at HORL are not eligible for the prize. Prize is 2 $10 Steam gift cards, random drivers after the race. We will choose some random drivers here.
Green flag, go, go, go.
All right, here we go. Green, green, green is 77 and Paul Brown. Taking that green flag there, leading the field across the start and finish line into turn 1. Arcavier on the outside line there, putting a little pressure on him. That doesn't want to let him get away, but it looks like that bottom line moving here is the 82 car going to slip on through. We got a yellow flag here. Got a yellow flag here already. Take a look and see what happened here. It looks like Givaldo Spindola might have come around, and Jesus Iglesias. These guys got into one another. As Paul Brown takes that caution flag. So not off to a good start, that's for sure. Take a look and see what happened here. Looks like Spindola and Iglesias involved here. Take a look and see what happened. Those guys look like Iglesias got down onto the... Givaldo Spindola tried to miss him, got into Ricky Emerson. Looked like the 68 and the 40 and the 4X got together there as the 4X is down on this apron here, and he's really in that no man's land between the track surface and down on the apron. It looked like Spindola was like, hey, I'm going to try to go around, did not see the 5 car on the outside and makes contact and then gets into the 4X. So it looked like Spindola on board here with him as he tries to go up to the high line and gets into Ricky Emerson. So first caution flag of the race. Hopefully the only caution flag of the race. The Givaldo Spindola and Jesus Iglesias. So, first caution flag. Hey, don't forget, coming up next week, we'll be at Baku City Circuit, 50-minute race in the GT3 Series, high-octane racing league style. What a great track, man. Absolutely fell in love with this track, and I decided to throw it on the schedule. And I think many guys have not seen this track before, and I really think that it's one of those tracks that grows on you very, very quickly. Absolutely love this track. So, excited about next week with the City Circuit on the way. Take a look at Artur Vieira here, shown in the second position in that 4 car. Tim Lansbury in the 82, shown in third. Don't forget, EliteHostingUSA.com has your server needs for rFactor 2. 3 packages available. Might be a custom one available as well, not sure, but 3 pre-packaged deals. Interested in a server for your rFactor 2 league? EliteHostingUSA.com is the place to be. So we're getting some guys making pit stops here. Oh, maybe not. It's a 77 car faking it. I would suggest to you 2 cars are going to be coming down pit lane. Actually, looks like the Colin Madiak coming down pit lane. He was indicating he had a little bit of warping issue in that 13. So very interesting there, as also the 4X Jesus Iglesias comes down pit lane. Now Spindola not coming down pit lane. So kind of surprising there, to be honest with you. Now we're going to take a look at the season standings in the Buschwackers series. I have these updated. At Palumbo, 219 points there in P1. Colin Madiak second. Oh, man, look at that tight battle there. Lucas Sinfner in third, 208. Sean Jacobs fourth. Paul Brown fifth. Jose Solis sixth in points. Tim Lansbury seventh. John Stanley eighth in points. Artur Vieira ninth. And Rogerio Santos is 10th in points. So very tight battle there, I think. 1 through 4 very, very tight. So we got 4 races to go in this season. We hit race number 7 next week. So Apollo Chachalowski joined us in the chat here, said he had some lag going on. And I think there have been a lot of drivers reporting that. And not only in tonight, but I mean in other leagues as well, and other racing as well. I've been seeing since the new UI or the new update here, guys have reported all kinds of different types of problems that they're experiencing. So hopefully those things get worked out. So again, 18 drivers. We got 1 driver out of the race there. Looks like Givaldo, actually not out of the race. Givaldo Spindola has decided he's not out of the race. He's just in the pits, man. Has decided to make that pit stop there, so he's got to start in the back for that caution flag. That's the rule in the High Octane Racing League. If you cause the caution, you start at the end of the longest line. Never bothered to check, see, make sure that side-by-side's working. Looks like it is. Lauren Stopworth down on that inside line, or down on that bottom line there. Bottom frame, the 41 car. Lauren currently shown in the 5th position. Paul Brown, our race leader. All right, I believe we're probably going to get the one to go this time by. And again, hey, thanks so much for joining us here in watching the TurnLeftTV channel. We had 18 drivers tonight.
It'll be one to go this time by.
All right, we're getting a one to go. Looks like Paul Brown has elected to go to the inside line. That puts Arthur Vieta back on that outside line. Top few positions here have not changed. Certainly 1 through 4 have not changed. Lawrence Stopworth shown in 5th. Claudio Bardelli Jr. in the 91 car is in 6th. All right, too wide here. You guys got to sort of behave yourself here. We had that crash there on lap 1. So the 77 down on the inside line, he's elected to take this inside line. He feels like he's got some help there with the 82 and also the 41 behind him. And I think Preston Hassel running in the 7th position on the inside as well. So some friends there on the bottom line, and I feel that's probably helped 77 make his decision. Lights are out on the pace car. We're going to go green this time by here, so this is one of those races definitely not going to win it on the first lap here. Just need to sort of behave yourself and let people have the positions they want to get early on, and then race it later down the road here later in the evening. So here we go, back to green. Craig Marizon giving that 4 car a shove there on the outside line. And looks like that inside line is got a good restart here. 77, Paul Brown out to the race lead. Here's the 82 following him through. Looking out of the back of the 77 car at that 82 of Tim Lansbury. Preston Hassel, Lawrence Stopworth in 3rd. Preston Hassel up to the 4th position. So that bottom line definitely the place to be, as Arthur Vieta has found that out. He started in P2, now back to 9th. That high line does not seem to be working here without some help. Take a look at Tim Lansbury here in P2 in that 82 car. 41, Lawrence Stopworth in 3rd. It's 27, Preston Hassel shown in the 4th position. Claudio Bardelli Jr. is in 5th. Take a look at Felipe Granado in the 6X car. Ed Palumbo in the 54 just behind him. Ed Palumbo looking on the bottom side here, trying to get through. He might have a little bit of help out of the 1X. Craig Marizon just behind him. So the 54 of Ed Palumbo trying to make this pass. It looks like he does. So Ed Palumbo, that 54 car now moving forward. As that 6X car, Felipe Granado up on the outside line. He is going to lose a ton of positions. So the 77 of Paul Brown is the race leader. Jim Lansbury second, Lawrence Stoppeworth third, Preston Hassel fourth, Claudio Bardelli is fifth. And Palumbo up to the sixth position. Take a look at Will Dunbar here in that Salesforce machine. Now that is not the car. I painted this machine for him, but I did an update to this and it's not showing up here. So very interesting. Probably have to get rid of the old car set maybe. That might be the issue, but that car looks pretty good. So the Salesforce car, number 88, Preston Hassel, shown in the 11th position. 75, Jose Solis up on the outside line, and he's going to be falling back there as Sean Jacobs gets through. Jose trying to find a place to get through, and he is to get down there, and he is going to fall to the back. We've got some guys here that have lost the draft here. Colin Madiak, Ricky Emerson, Thiago Gomez, Jesus Iglesias, and Givaldo Spindola all here running together. This looks like Iglesias might be the last car in this line. Spindola's off the pacer just a little bit. So this 4X running in the 17th position. Jim Willis here in the 3X machine, running in the 9th position. In that Camaro, so 88 of Will Dunbar just behind him, but Jim Willis looking out of the front of his machine at that 4 car of Artur Vieira running in the 8th spot. Tim Lansbury in that 2nd position. Lawrence Stoppeworth, we'll take a look at him in that 41. He did the double today too. He ran at Watkins Glen in the GT3 series. So he's got some laps in today. A little warmed up maybe. That 41 car. 27, Preston Hassel in that AMD sponsor machine is running in 4th. Claudio Bardelli just behind him in the 5th position. Didn't know it's the tail. Everybody's sort of figuring it out. Hey, just settle down here. Let this thing settle in and work through some green flag pit stops. Separate the field here a little bit. Take a look at Artur Vieira here in that 4 car. He is running behind Craig Marizine. Jim Willis just behind him. So Artur now back up to the 8th position after falling back there to 9th. So he's gained 1 position. And he's looking to try to find a friend here to move back to the front. Another guy pulling the double duty. He ran in the GT3 series race today as well. And Palumbo wanting to try to work his way up to some guys he drafts with quite often. On board here with Ed Palumbo, we are awful close to that dash. My heavens, man. Craig Marizine here, the 1X machine, running just behind him in 7th. 4 car of Artur Vieira in that 8th position, just behind Jim Willis in 9th. Will Dunbar running in that top 10. We'll take a look at Sean Jacobs here running behind Will Dunbar. Sean Jacobs running in the 11th position. Felipe Granado behind him, pretty far back there. So those guys have fallen off that draft there just a little bit. About 6.5 seconds off the pace. Right now, the 24 has every incentive to try to stay in line here and hold on to this draft. Felipe Granado here might have lost the draft here. I'm not sure what happened to him, but he's fallen off as these guys got around him. Some contact right there, the 7X. And then it looks like Granado falling off the pace there. He was hanging on for dear life. I'm not sure what happened there. This is Iglesias. Looks like he's okay, but he and Granado got together, I believe. Oh, here's the 6X car is up on the outside line here. He's wanting to try to get back down. And he ends up losing the draft. And actually, he's caught back up there as we go live, so he has had a chance to get his thoughts back together, and then climb back up here. And this is those guys going around him a little while ago. So he stays in it and is able to catch back up with those guys. So good news for him. We're on board here with him right now as he's running in the, looks like the 16th position. Back up here with Paul Brown in that 77 car. So we're just behind is Tim Lansbury. He definitely wants to see if he can't get a victory here. He was watching the GT3 series broadcast today, so appreciate that. Now out here to do some laps in the stock cars. These guys going by, putting Givaldo Spindola down one lap. Spindola up on the outside line here as those guys going to go through. So he's giving those guys a lot of room. Nice driver there. One of the nicest guys out there on the track. So Givaldo recognizes those guys are working together and on the lead lap, and he's going to go one lap down. But fortunately for him, he's in the lucky dog position now. So it's every incentive now to try to stay tagged onto these guys and try to maintain that position. The next guy in line here at risk of being lapped is Jesus Iglesias in that 4X car, and we'll kind of take a look and see where he's at compared to where these leaders are. So you see him coming down the backstretch there, and then he's got a little bit of time here, it looks like. And so those guys now coming off turn 2 down the backstretch. Get a little chat going on here in the chat session. Looks like Cesar Silva says he's rooting for Claudio Bardelli Jr. Take a look at Claudio Bardelli Jr. here, running in the 5th position. I tell you what, man, he's new to HORL, but he has really shown an incredible amount of talent here, really. And he likes these stock cars. Good to see him out. I believe he's another one of our Brazilian drivers, a 91 car. Now, he said that he put a TurnLeftTV logo on here. Now, I don't know if I actually put oh, look at that right there! That is gangster right there, huh? Nice. Well, I know who I'm rooting for. Claudio Bardelli Jr. Yeah, Palumbo just behind him in that 54 car. Mellow yellow sponsor machine. Painted that car for him. Got quite a few cars out here tonight. Triscuit in here trolling Will Dunbar. Says hopefully he will finish the race today. In here, I have a feeling Triscuit is somebody we know. What do you think? as 77. Paul Brown leading the field. 23 laps in. Tim Lansbury in second. Lauren Stopworth in the third position. Preston Hassel is fourth. Bardelli Jr. in the fifth position. So time really not much changing right there. So Triscuit says, I've known Dunbar for about 18 years. So, and piggybacking off the previous comment, maybe that means he or she knows he doesn't finish things. I don't know what that's supposed to mean here. I'm not trying to read into that too much, but you can look at Lauren Stopworth in the 41. Looking out of the front of his machine, and this guy's starting to roll up on some lap traffic here. So Jesus Iglesias at risk of going down a lap. He's on the outside line, going to give these guys a lot of room here. So Iglesias up on the high line, and that train rolls through. So Iglesias letting those guys go through, running in that 4X machine. Will Dunbar in the 88 gets by. 24, Sean Jacobs trying to get by. Givaldo Spindola trying to get by now. He's in that lucky dog position. So he and Jesus Iglesias going to run for that lucky dog spot in case there is a caution flag. Now I think we're going to be rolling up on some pit stops here fairly soon. That second group there, led by the 13, Colin Matiak, they definitely want to see a caution flag. They are 13 seconds back. Trying to get these guys to stay in line and make as much time as they can. 5, Ricky Emerson just behind him. Take a look at Ricky Emerson in that PlayStation sponsor machine. We'll get those guys, I guess 14 seconds back, so they are cutting into that time just a little bit, maybe. Nose to tail, that is the secret. And a lot of time to make up, but once the pit stops start happening here, green flag pit stops, you might see this field start to get scattered out a little bit, separated. WEDX, Craig Marizon running in the 7th position. Raced a couple races with us, and says the schedule right now doesn't fit his racing life too well, so he's going to be sort of hit or miss. But good to see Craig Marizon out in 1X machine. Things starting to get a little dicey here as guys are starting to bunch up here a little bit on board here with the 1X machine. Craig Marizon running in the 7th position at Palumbo. That mellow yellow sponsor machine just ahead. Just behind him is Arthur Vieira running in the 9th position. Running in 8th. I guess at Palumbo running in the 54 is in the 6th position. Jim Willis running in 9th. That 3X machine. It's about his third race out for us. It might be the second stock car race, but he's run some GT3 as well. You guys really liking that GT3 stuff. You know, some of these guys, hardcore stock car guys, you know, are not going to race that, but we're attracting a new crowd as well in the GT3 stuff. Very popular. 18 drivers there as well today. Not a bad night here so far for HORL. Some great racing. Very diverse type of racing. We've had Indy cars, we've had GT3 cars, we've got stock cars. Who knows what else faces you? Kalamadiak leading this train here, getting around Jesus Iglesias. To 13, Kalamadiak, so it got 15 seconds back here, so it has sort of stretched back out, 50 laps to go. 7X. Thiago Gomez, haven't really talked about him. He's running in the 14th position. And that 7X car also does some GT3 racing with us. Jose Solis in the 75 car, just behind him in 15. Felipe Granado running in the 16th position. Givaldo Spindola 17th. Jesus Iglesias in the 18th position. Now the good news for Givaldo Spindola is even though he is in 17th, he is up with that lead pack, so he is clearly in the lucky dog position in case there is a caution flag. And these guys, I have to think they're going to be making pit stops here very soon. So I have a feeling there might be some guys that can kind of make it to halfway before they make it to the pits, have to pit, but some of these other guys, not going to happen for them. Not that that's the magic bullet because, you know, keep in mind that pretty much everybody, I think, made pit stops sometime or the other in, on that yellow flag. So if things proceed the way they are going, they'll definitely have to pit again no matter what. I mean, even if you can make it to halfway, you're definitely going to have to pit again. Maybe 2 more times. We'll see. Definitely just another pit stop here for everybody, regardless of whether they came in with a 1 to go or they pitted early on that yellow flag. So we're starting to get some guys who are thinking about making pit stops here, so keep your eye on the action. So I'm hearing some guys are roughly somewhere around 3 laps of fuel left, so definitely going to be seeing pit stops here very shortly. Take a look at the 82, Tim Lansbury. He's running in that 2nd position. We'll take a look at Tim Lansbury and that Skyline Chili Ford Mustang, and I have a feeling these guys are going to be coming down pit road very, very soon, a lap or 2 at the most. 41, Lawrence Stopworth on that outside line in that Mac Tools sponsor machine. He's trying to get a little bit of a run here, maybe give himself some separation. In case these guys do duck down pit lane, maybe he might stay out. This cat got up his sleeve here in the 41 car. Mac Tools Ridge Runners racing machine. This guy just eats, sleeps, and drinks racing, man. He is always racing. So we're starting to hear some guys are going to come down pit lane here. So some pit stops underway. So watch this. This is about ready to get cray-cray. 77, the 82. 41. Preston Hassel running in 4th in the 27 car. Things are going to start getting wild here as they're going to be pitting this time by. Here we go. Preston Hassel on the brakes there. Man, that 54 car, he might have sped. So the 77 leading that charge down pit lane. Craig Marizon, our new race leader. Look at that side-by-side view. Those guys making their pit stops here. Ed Palumbo had a hell of a pit stop. My heavens, man, did you see that? That guy gained a ton of positions on pit lane. He might have only changed 2 tires here as we see those guys coming back out on track. Ed Palumbo gained a ton of positions on pit lane. We're going to take a look at this. Watch this, man. This is Ed Palumbo coming off the pits. And he's just going to zip by everybody here. Look at this. He even gets by the 77 there coming out. And Ed Palumbo gained a ton of positions on pit lane, man. That may be a game changer. Craig Marizon still not made that pit stop here. We're starting to get some traffic here. Oh, traffic. The 4X car there, Jesus Iglesias. Oh, this guy's about ran over him. My heavens, man. Craig Marizon, the race leader, and so got strung out all over the place now. As Craig Marizon, the leader, Artur Vieira is in second. We're almost 3 wide there behind. Claudio Bardelli Jr. running in the 3rd position. He's wanting to get around this lap car. Madiak and Ricky Emerson on pit lane. Looks like Madiak there gets just right side tires only, so 2 tire stops there for Colin Madiak. Craig Marizon continuing to lead the field here as Madiak and Emerson coming back out on track. Madiak there did not get the draft, and that is bad news for him, that's for sure. So some of these other guys, they'll have to pit, so the 1X car, Craig Marizon. Artur Vieira is in second. Claudio Bardelli Jr. in third. Sean Jacobs fourth. Felipe Granado in fifth. Sean Jacobs peeling off the track to come down pit lane. See the 24 car making a pit stop here. Jose Solis has a penalty. So he's probably got a speeding penalty. He's going to have to come back down pit lane. So Jose Solis indicating there's race control indicating that he might have gotten caught speeding. So our new leader is Artur Vieira. Claudio Bardelli Jr. in second. Jose Solis coming back down pit lane. So this 75 car, I would think, is going to have to make a pit stop here. I believe he's probably going to have to do a drive-through. Sean Jacobs almost misses his pits. My heavens, or Claudio Bardelli, did you see that? So Solis here going to do his drive-through in that 75 car. There's Artur Vieira on pit lane. Oh, Solis is actually doing looks like he's doing a stop and go. So Jose Solis has a stop and go. That is devastating, man. Claudio Bardelli Jr. off pit lane, back out on the track, and he is the race leader. Ed Palumbo, after that great pit stop, shown in the 2nd position. We got a 4-car breakaway here. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Givaldo Spindola ducking into his pit box here in that 68 car. He's running in the 14th position. Claudio Bardelli Jr. Actually, it looked like he might have been saving some fuel here and going to come down pit lane. So he's got that lap led, I believe. And now going to come down pit lane here in the 91 car. That gives the race lead to the 54 of Ed Palumbo. 77, Paul Brown in second. The 82, Tim Lansbury in the 3rd position. In 4th is Lawrence Stoppelworth. We got a 4-car breakaway here. Preston Hassel in the 27 is in 5th. Just behind him is Jim Willis in a 3X machine. Sean Jacobs running in the 7th position. So we got 3 cars there working together. And they are 9.5 seconds back. And I would imagine that these guys all did 2 tire stop. Full load of fuel, 2 tires. Back out on track here. Ed Palumbo, the leader. Take a look at Artur Vieira here. He and Craig Marizon in that 3rd group here, running in 8th and 9th. So, well, like I said, man, pit stops are going to kind of fragment this field. And the 4 and the 1X in that 3rd group there, this little tandem here running in 8th and 9th. Colin Madiak here running in the 10th position, that next group. Jose Solis here having to come back down pit lane. So something's going on with the 75 here. I don't know whether he got caught speeding. He did the stop and go, at least I thought he did. Now he's back down into pit lane here, and he might just call it quits. I'm not sure, and he does. He calls it quits, so he said enough is enough for me. So Jose Solis, the first car out of the race. A tough break there for him. So kind of take a look at where everybody's at here as they come by relative to the different groups. So the 54 leading this charge. So those guys coming around, they got a pretty sizable lead over the 2nd group. We're coming down that front stretch here around turns 1 and 2. There's that 2nd group. In a fair distance here to this tandem. And we're going to have another group here right there. So we got 4 big groups, or 4 groups. I shouldn't say 2 cars. It's a big group, but 4 groups nonetheless. So you get an idea of where everybody's at on the track. These guys are starting to roll up on some lap traffic here. Got that tandem up there running together, so keep your eyes on that tandem. So we had that one quick caution flag, and we've been caution free here since. For 40 laps, we've been caution free. Not counting the actual caution laps that we ran under prior to that. These guys catching this group in a hurry here, so kind of wondering what's going to happen with these guys. Are these guys going to move over here to the outside and let these guys through? Looks like they're going down to the inside line, so this faster group going to the outside. This could be a little interesting here because, as you're that 4th car in line, sees Lawrence Stopworth, that 4th car in line here. He's got to make sure he stays tagged onto these guys, and he does so. Colin Madiak, Ricky Emerson, and Will Dunbar all coming down pit lane here. So a little bit of a different pit strategy out of these guys. These guys got to try to play something here. Very interesting what we have coming out of that crew. Ricky Emerson, Colin Madiak, and Will Dunbar all on pit lane. Take a look at Ricky Emerson in the 5 car here running in the 13th position. He needs a little help right now to get caught back up to this field. He is one lap down, but Granado in the 10th position is the first car one lap down, Felipe. And he is tagged onto the end of this lead group. That's exactly where he wants to be. Now he's in the lucky dog position if there is a caution flag. The blimp likes it. Where'd the blimp go? There it is. Take a look at Claudio Bardelli Jr. here in the 91 car. Getting by Ricky Emerson now, picking up a position now up to the 12th spot as Ricky Emerson falls back to 13th. Ricky needs to catch onto that group there, and he is not doing it. So 50 laps in, we got 30 laps to go. And we've had a lot of action here. We had one caution flag early on, but since then have been clean and green. Here in the Frosty 200. Special event. Jesus Iglesias gets a speeding penalty. He's going to have to come back down pit lane. Very devastating news for that 4X car. So Iglesias going to have to serve a penalty. So clean and green since that caution flag. The Frosty 200, a special event. Man, it's one I just thought of in the last minute. Last week I decided, hey man, let's do a special event here. We're off for Christmas. Yesterday would have been the Buschwacker Series race. Of course, that was Christmas Day, and I thought, well, what the heck? Let's just do a special event on a Saturday night. And thought something up real quick, and you guys would be sort of excited about a Daytona race, and also offer a few prizes. It looks like that's been the right call. We've had 18 drivers show up. And Palumbo here now rolling up on Will Dunbar in the 88 car. So our race leader here, probably going to get a lot of room from Will Dunbar here in the 88 as those guys go through. Will Dunbar running in the 15th position, trying to tag onto these guys. And he's going to have to try to keep that car headed in the right direction here. Keep in the throttle here. Do not get out of line, and they might be able to catch up there and get caught back up with this group. He's running in the 15th position. Preston Hassel running in the 5th position. He and Jim Willis here battling it out. Preston Hassel going to get by. 24, Sean Jacobs going to follow him through. 91, Claudio Bardelli Jr. We're looking out of the front of Jim Willis's machine. He's up on the outside here. He's going to tuck in behind Claudio Bardelli Jr. Jim Willis running in the 7th position. Now Claudio running in 12th in this group. So we got some mix and match going on right now with some of these groups. As the leaders get through, Jesus Iglesias in the 17 car. In 4X, in the 4X running in the 17th position, letting those guys grow. Take a look at his pass here a little bit ago as Jim Willis went up to the outside line. Sean Jacobs working at bottom line, getting by. As you see that 3X car falling in line behind Claudio Bardelli Jr. Take a look at Arthur Vieira here. He started outside pole in P2, and right now shown the last car on the lead lap. So he needs to make sure these guys stay in line to help them, maybe even close that gap somewhat. But he's the last car on the lead lap. He definitely wants to stay on that lead lap so he doesn't have to rely on the lucky dog position. But so far it looks like we're going to be going pretty solid here. Green flag the rest of the way, so could be bad news for some of these guys. Then you got to start thinking about pit strategy. Felipe Granado running in the 10th position. He is in that lucky dog spot right now in the 6X machine. He is running with that lead group, so that is a great news for him. If there is a caution flag, he is in a perfect spot here to get his lap back, and he doesn't really have too much to worry about here now. Thiago Gomez in the 7X car could give him a little bit of a battle there, so those guys running pretty close together. But right now it looks like the 6X here pretty solid. His 4X car. His 4X car here, he's having a tough night. It's Jesus Iglesias. He's just having a tough night here, but slugging it out there. 54 into 77, 82, 1, 2, 3, and all Lawrence Stopworth in 4th. So that front 4 running together, and they got a little bit of help there with some lap cars, and that would be Felipe Granado and Thiago Gomez. Craig Marizan and Jim Willis here battling it out, the 1X machine. 3X there down on the bottom line as this group here is starting to try to pile their way through. So the 1X of Craig Marizan working this outside line, so a little bit of drama unfolding here right now. Now those guys are those guys are a lap down. The 1X actually shown in 5th. 13. Colin Madiak there is shown in 12th. So we got a mess right here. This is a gaggle of cars. Take a look at Sean Jacobs here. Jim Willis just behind him, and we're getting some word at 54 going to come down pit lane here. So I think we got 4 cars, all 1, 2, 3, 4 are going to come down pit lane here at the same time. So keep our eyes on this. Look at our side-by-side here as these guys coming down pit lane. We were live on that bottom one. Did you see that? So there they are coming down pit lane. Ed Palumbo on the brakes, man. Tim Lansbury in the grass. They came through. 41, Lawrence Stopworth coming down pit lane as well. My heavens, man, did you see that? Tim Lansbury here going to get by Ed Palumbo here on pit lane, and he's hoping to, come out here with these guys. So 54, Ed Palumbo back out on track after making his pit stop. Craig Marizan in 30. See those guys, Craig Marizan is the race leader. We got a mess of cars right here, man. This could be bad news for some of these guys pitting and maybe getting a caught lap down. The 1X is the race leader. Arthur Vieira is second. He is 4th in line in this train. So we got a little bit of a mess right now. We'll Take a look at Ed Palumbo, who just pitted to 77. Paul Brown just behind him, 82. Tim Lansbury. Now, Lawrence Stopperworth, he did not have as good of entry into pit lane, and he has lost that draft. He's lost that draft for those guys, so what a tough break there for the 41 car. See, Craig Marizon in the 1X is the race leader here. Artur Vieira, fourth car in line, is in second. Preston Hassel in the third position. Sean Jacobs is fourth. Take a look at this side-by-side view. We're on board on that lower right frame with Paul Brown in the 77 car, and we're following the 54 in that top frame as these guys close in on this big gaggle of cars up here. These guys got a head of steam. So it's about to get wild here as we got a huge mix of cars. Some guys are saving fuel, and these guys working on the outside line. And, oh, man, they starting to get together here a little bit. Starting to get together. Those guys working their way up the outside line, and things got a little hairy there. Artur Vieira goes to the outside line. He's wanting a little bit of this action. Ed Palumbo going to work with him on the outside line here, and they're rolling up on some lap traffic on that outside line. Ed Palumbo ducks down to the bottom line here, trying to get through. These guys are going to get stuck behind some lap traffic. This could get interesting. They are 3 wide down the backstretch. Tim Lansbury rolling on that outside line, the last car on that outside line, and they get through. My heavens, that's some great driving right there. Craig Marizon, the leader. Preston Hassel shown in second now. Sean Jacobs is third. Take a look at Sean Jacobs in the 24 as Ed Palumbo in that 54, giving him a little bit of a shove here. Sean Jacobs can't figure out which side he wants to go to, and he's going to end up getting freight trained there on both sides if he's not careful. 24, Sean Jacobs down on the bottom line here as Ed Palumbo running behind him, and things are getting tight, man. So some of these guys on clearly different pit strategies. Side-by-side racing here. Preston Hassel leading that little train right there of that little pack. He's now he's running in the second position in that 27 car. So Preston now working at bottom side here with the 24 of Sean Jacobs in that Western Auto Machine. Ed Palumbo up high in the 54. Watch out for that 24, man. He loves these super speedways. He's all about these super speedways. Craig Marizon, the race leader here. 66 laps in. Question is, do some of these guys have enough fuel to make it to the end? 13, Colin Matiak ducking to the outside. Maybe trying to get a little bit of run there. The 54, Ed Palumbo showing some muscle here on the outside line. Ed Palumbo has a head of steam. Artur Vieira here giving him a little bit of a shove. The 77, Paul Brown on the outside line. 82, Tim Lansbury. That group of four has really, really made some inroads here. They've gotten around here, so Ed Palumbo back to the race lead. Artur Vieira in the 4 car is in second. The 77 of Paul Brown in the third position. 82, Tim Lansbury in fourth. Craig Marizon back to the 5th position. On board here with him as he's trying to get a run here on this 82 car. But I got to be thinking that some of these guys are in fuel save strategy. So I think some of these guys are going to have to make pit stops. I'm hearing it on the radio. This group right here, 27, 24. 3X machine maybe as well. Have to come down pit lane again. And Palumbo in his mellow yellow sponsored machine is the race leader. Artur Vieira is in second. Paul Brown in the 77 car is in the third position. .68 laps in. Who's going to win this thing? Artur Vieira maybe playing a little cat and mouse right now with Ed Palumbo in that 54 car. Cannot get out of line because that 77 car will be there. Tim Lansbury back there in the fourth position. Craig Marizon in fifth. Lawrence Stopworth, he's in the sixth position now. He is running with the 7X machine. But he lost that draft, that front group there when they pitted, and did not have a good entry into pit lane. And we got a yellow flag. We have got a yellow flag, and that changes things, doesn't it? Oh, my heavens. So a caution flag here on lap 70. So very interesting late race caution here as Ed Palumbo takes that caution flag with 10 laps to go. We'll take a look and see what happened here. Sean Jacobs indicating maybe Sean Jacobs might have come around. See him coming back out on track after he makes a pit stop, and he loses it coming off the pit lane. My heavens, man, did you see that? Sean Jacobs comes around. So, and the leaders come through here, so interesting here if Sean's going to be able to get that position on the track back right there. Just looks like coming off pit lane, just hits the gas, and the thing spins around on him. He's straight into the wall in the 24 car. Take a look at this out of the front of Jim Willis's machine. It's already happened there out of the front of his car. And Sean Jacobs there on the wall, so just looks like it got away from him. He comes back off the track, or off pit lane here, back out on the track. I'm going to listen to this. Well, he just shifted right there as he was transitioning up into that other area there, a little bit different grip setting maybe, and it just spun that car around. So that changes things, doesn't it? That changes things. '54, Ed Palumbo is the race leader. The 4 of Artur Vieira is in second. Paul Brown is third. Tim Lansbury fourth. Craig Marizon shown in the 5th position. Now, the lucky dog, I believe, was Colin Matiak, so I believe he got that lucky dog. So congratulations to Colin Matiak for getting that lucky dog. Good news for him, that's for sure. He's, I think, good news, bad news. Good news for him, but I think bad news for some of these other guys, because this guy knows how to finish a race. 13 car, one of our young guns, and he is always a threat to win the race. He's not had the best of luck tonight, that's for sure. Got kind of fallen off the draft there, and some pit sequences and so forth not really worked out in his favor, but now lucky dog position in the right place at the right time, and he's back on the lead lap. shown in 10th. And I would imagine you got to put his name back in the hat for potential winners of this race. Never count this 13 car out. I can't imagine these guys are going to be coming down pit lane here, giving up track position at this point. Some guys might bite on this that really need to make pit stops, but I don't think you're going to see too many drivers take advantage of this. Art Vieira is coming down pit lane, so those guys were on a little bit different pit sequence there. Also, the 1X of Craig Marizon on pit lane. All right, we're talking to Ed Palumbo in car here. So you got that car up front, man. You have had some help here all night long, but now you're going to have to race some of these guys who've been working with you. What's the strategy?
The strategy is to put the gas down and keep it up front.
All right, man. Well, hey, Merry Christmas to you, bud, and glad to see you're out tonight, bud, and good luck to you. Bring home that win.
Yeah, we'll try. Thank you.
All right, buddy.
Good job up there, buddy.
Thank you. All right, Ed Palumbo there. Quick little interview there. Want to make sure he gets concentrated or able to concentrate. It gets concentrated on constipated. No, not that. I don't want him to get that either. I wanted to have him concentrate, man. It was just sort of a last-minute deal getting him pulled up here. But we got 23 people here watching the race tonight, so that's awesome. If you haven't subscribed to TurnLeftTV, please do so. Thanks for coming in. Exciting finish, I think, underway here as Ed Palumbo in the 54 car, our race leader. Now, the race winner, if they're not an admin at HORL, eligible for a $20 gift certificate for Steam. 77 car, indicating he's coming down pit lane. Ah, you little sucker there. Paul Brown there lying about coming down pit lane. We were saying he was going to come down pit lane because I heard on the radio that he was going to come down, but he was being funny. So this is going to be interesting. These guys, 54 and the 77, 82, have all been working pretty tightly together here tonight. So this will be very interesting to see how this shakes out here for the race win. Now, here's the deal. If one of the admins wins the race, then it goes to the $20 gift certificate or gift card goes to the first car who did not win the race, the top finisher there. That's not an admin. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense. So somebody's going to walk away with a $20 gift card here, regardless of whether the admin win or not. And don't forget, we got a spin, 2 spins there for 2 $10 gift cards after the race. And I know Paulo, he's going to be in us too. I know Paulo's not actually in the race here, but he got disconnected there, it looked like, in when we rolled over to race. So unfortunately for him, he's not on the list, I don't think, but I've got him typed in, so we're ready to go for that. Kind of show you the wheel of fun wheel of names, whatever you want to call it. So we'll be ready to go with that as soon as the race is over and award the prizes after we do the interviews and so forth.
It'll be 1 to go this time, bud.
All right, getting to 1 to go. The 54 of Ed Palumbo has taken that bottom line. That puts a 77, Paul Brown up high there. The 82, Tim Lansbury, down on the bottom line here. Looks like the 41 of Lawrence Stopworth going to drive up there to the fourth spot. So these guys trying to get this line back up because Studio 397, if you're listening, turn back on the car tags with the tab key. Turn that back on because we definitely need that when we have full course cautions to figure out who you're supposed to be following. So please turn that feature back on. Thank you very much. Helps these drivers out a lot when they can see when they get the instructions on who to follow and they don't necessarily know who's in some of these temporary cars, or even in some of these other leagues that may not have temp cars, but somebody's driving a generic or driving one of the standard cars that come with a mod. Am I on my soapbox still? I think I am. 75 laps in here, the 54 of Ed Palumbo and the mellow yellow Chevy Camaro is our race leader. Paul Brown in the 77. This is going to get wild, man. I mean, this is going to get wild. There's going to be all kinds of take here and no give for this finish of this race. So the pace car will come in this time by. The lights are out. And we're going to settle the score here at Daytona. All right, the pace car is off. Here we go.
Green flag, go, go, go.
Back to green. So who's going to win the inaugural Frosty 200? Ed Palumbo in the 54, that mellow yellow sponsor machine, leading the field into turn 1. Tim Lansbury in second in that Skyline Chili Ford Mustang. Getting around that 77 car, the 3X. Jim Willis in this mix. Don't forget about Jim Willis, one of our new drivers here, showing a lot of talent here. That outside line not going anywhere. Paul Brown in his 77 car. He is trying to find some way to get this train moving on the outside line. Not working for him right now. Ed Palumbo continuing to lead. Oh, we got a yellow flag here. I kind of felt like that might happen. Yellow flag, and I don't know what happened here with the Preston Hassel. He's spinning down pit lane here, so the 27 coming down pit lane is we got a yellow flag, and we're going to have a green-white checker in this thing. Well, good news, bad news. Good news, we're a little bit closer to the finish of this race. Bad news for Paul Brown is that instead of starting outside in P2, he is now in 6th. We'll see what happened here. Looked like Preston Hassel might have come around in the 77 car. Preston there trying to tuck in, and it gets down into the 7X. And across the track. Oh, that is a hard lick right there for the 27. My heavens, man. Did you see that? That was a hard lick. Looks like he just tries to come over there and get behind the 1X, and he gets into the 7X. And it hard into the wall. Looking out of the front of Jesus Iglesias' machine, you see those guys get together there. Felipe Granado looking out of the front of his machine. Those guys getting together right there. And 27 coming across the nose of that 7X machine. Take a look at Thiago Gomez here on board here with him as he's running behind Craig Marizon in that 1X machine. And then 27 comes right across his nose. So Preston Hassel will go on board here with him. As we watch this as he comes across and gets into the 7X. He's trying to tuck into that one in that spot there behind the 1X and just didn't realize, I think, that spot was already taken and got a caution flag. All right, Ed Palumbo, the leader. Tim Lansbury, second. So the bad news for Tim Lansbury now, instead of starting on that bottom line like he did last time and get a good run, he's now stuck up on the outside line. And that puts Jim Willis down on the inside line in that 2X machine, excuse me, that 3X machine. Artur Vieira is our fourth place car in the fourth position. Will Dunbar wanting me to focus on his car and talk about the guy who painted this car and did a heck of a job. I don't know who painted that, but my heavens, man, that is a heck of a paint scheme right there. And EliteHostingUSA.com sponsoring that machine. Salesforce, and then I don't know who that thing is. What is that, a anime character or something? Not sure what's going on there, but it's almost like I can't hear him on the radio. So the 88, actually, the weird thing about that car is I did an update to the hood of that car, so that should not be the logo that's on the hood of that car. So we got to figure out what's going on there. I think it's with the old car set, and we'll have to double check and see what kind of changes we need to make there. But I definitely did change that. All right, 54. Gotta wonder what that strategy is now. Has it changed? I doubt it. Step on the gas and keep your car in line to protect the inside line, and hopefully you don't see guys getting a run on the outside. I don't think we have seen really the outside line working, at least early on in the run. Now, later in the run, yeah, it does, but not early in the run. Now, keep in mind, we have a green, white checker headed our way, so 82 Tim Lansbury will be on the outside line in that Skyline Chili Ford Mustang. The 3X of Jim Willis will be in the third position. Second car in line on the bottom line in that Camaro. Arthur Vieira, that 4 car, will be in fourth up on the outside line. And that NASCAR BR sponsor machine. NASCAR BR does some good racing there on Sundays and Mondays. Definitely give those guys a look. A lot of guys that run at NASCAR BR run with us as well. And I've run a few times over there at NASCAR BR. Great bunch of guys. And they run on Sundays and Mondays. Sundays they do some, or at least they were doing some Indy cars. And then on Mondays doing some stock car racing. So Ricky Emerson got the lucky dog that time by, so good news for him. We'll take a look at his car. So Ricky now, I believe, tail into the lead lap now. So good deal for Ricky Emerson, the lucky dog. Now, if we get a caution flag this time by, it will end the race. Again, green, white checker, so we should be going green this time by.
It'll be 1 to go this time by.
So we're getting that word that we're going green this time by, and Ed Palumbo has chosen that bottom line here. Tim Lansbury will start outside, front row. And Willis starts in the third position. Arthur Vieira fourth. Sean Jacobs in the fifth position. Paul Brown will start in sixth. Now, probably not where he wants to be and on the outside line. So you got some pretty solid talent here on this outside line here. A lot of experience. Tim Lansbury, Arthur Vieira, Paul Brown, Lawrence Stopperworth. All right, don't forget the conclusion of the race. We'll do the interview with the winner of the Frosty 200. And then we will award we'll do a prize drawing for 2 $10 gift cards for those guys who competed tonight. And that is in addition to Paulo Chachalowski, who actually got booted when we flipped over to race. So we're going to keep his name in the running. All right, here we go. The pace car is going to be ducking in this time live. And then we got a green-white checker headed your way. 54, Ed Palumbo will lead the field to take the green flag. Here we go. This is for the race win. 82, Tim Lansbury gets a shot right there from the 4 car, and it's going to end it. And that's going to end it. We have mayhem back there in the back. My heavens, in the 54 car, I think he's going to end up winning this race. What in the world went on right there? That was ugly. What is such a great race, and that ended up being a mess right there. As 54 going to win this race here, and we'll take a look and see what happened on this start. as the 82 got out of the gas there. I don't know what happened. The 4 car got into the back of him, and then we just got mayhem right there. Carnage at the end. Absolute carnage at the end there. Looked like Tim Lansbury, he dropped back here pretty significantly. Right there, it looks like he got out of the gas, and the 4 car got into the back of him and then got rear-ended by the 77 car. And those guys, so what a mess, man. What a mess. We're here. Oh, he missed a shift right there. There's what happened. He shifted down into second or something. I don't know what happened there, but he missed a shift. That's what happened. Right there. I don't know what the heck. He saw those RPMs jump up. Like he went into second gear maybe. And just a parking lot afterwards. So it looked like Lansbury just did not, he missed a shift or something, and oh, heck, breaks loose. So the 54 of Ed Palumbo will win this race. So congratulations to Ed Palumbo on getting that huge race win here in the Frosty 200. So what a mess, man. So congratulations to Ed Palumbo on taking that win. And hey, guess what? Studio 397, screenshots aren't working either. Golly. My heavens, man. So we're going to have to use an old screenshot here to get this thing, because screenshots aren't working. How incredibly convenient for that. But congratulations to Ed Palumbo on winning this race. We're going to use the Texas Motor Speedway screenshot for flip's sake. Jim Willis finishes second. Sean Jacobs third. Craig Marizon finishes in the fourth position. Lauren Stopworth finishes in fifth. We'll take a look at the final standings there. Wow. Take a look at the final standings. Ed Palumbo finishes in P1. Jim Willis finishes in second. Sean Jacobs third. Craig Marizon finishes in the fourth position. Lauren Stopworth finishes fifth. Ricky Emerson sixth. Preston Hassel seventh. Paul Brown finishes in eighth. Colin Matiak ninth. Arthur Vieira finishes in the 10th position. In 11th is Felipe Granado. Thiago Gomez finishes in 12th position. Claudio Bardelli Jr. finishes in 13th. Tim Lansbury finishes in 14th. Will Dunbar finishes in 15th. Givaldo Spindola finishes 16th. Jesus Iglesias 17th. And Jose Solis finishing in the 18th position. So that has been the Frosty 200, and we'll now have a little chat with Ed Palumbo, I believe. Our race winner, and then we'll have our drawing. So congratulations to Ed Palumbo on taking home this victory here, and we'll see if we can get a word with him, and then we'll do the drawing. All right, we have Ed Palumbo up here in that Mellow Yellow 54 car, able to take home the victory here tonight. And wow, what an interesting race this was at the finish. It was really kind of messy, but you were in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, it's not the way I wanted to see it end. I was hoping, we could race to the end. Something happened with Tim. I don't know what happened.
Issue Ed.
Really looked like he sort of like missed a shift, I think, on that restart, and instead of shifting into fourth, or into third, he might have went back into first. But nonetheless, it looked like he clearly missed a shift. What a tough break there. But being down on the bottom line for the restart seemed to be the place to be. And then also, you had an excellent pit stop there to jump out ahead of those guys there on that first green flag stop. What was the plan there?
Was to get in there as fast as I could and get out as fast as I could. I gained a lot of spot. I passed Preston on the bottom. I had a 12-second stop and just changed 2 tires, and just a good. Yeah, people whispering in my ear, of course.
Yeah, they're coming over the chat. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, I've muted some of them. I lost my train of thought. Yeah, good. It was a good stop there. I don't know. I gained several spots. The rest is history, right? Got up in front there and near the front most of the night.
Well, hey, the inaugural Frosty 200 come away with a victory and had a pretty good turnout here tonight too. So, what was your what was your thoughts coming into tonight? Hey, no pressure here. Really, just get out and compete and hopefully have some fun.
Hopefully, have some fun. Yeah, compete and not wreck. That's the most important part of those super speedways is keep out of trouble. And I didn't qualify that well. So I was 12th, I think, or 14th. I don't even remember. Back in the back somewhere.
Yeah, I almost think for the most part, qualifying position here at Daytona or Talladega really are not that big of an issue, other than the risk of maybe losing contact with the front group.
I don't know. I think it's pretty important. I don't like starting back there because when there's trouble, it's in front of you, it's hard to avoid, and then you get wrecked out. So normally I try to get a better spot position as fast as I can. So I'm not back in that mess, although it was pretty good to clean tonight, mostly till the end there. And obviously that first question, I don't know what happened at the beginning. Very starting to take a lap and they're wrecking.
Well, hey, congratulations to you, inaugural winner for the Frosty 200. And, last week I was thinking, man, we're not going to have any race on the 25th, obviously, on Friday because it was Christmas. And, let's throw something together. And it seemed like it was a pretty good deal with a lot of guys turning out.
Yeah, the turnout was good considering last-minute deal. And the Frosty, is that what it's called?
Yeah, I don't know.
Frosty 200, I guess it was.
That's right.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, and thanks for putting it on. You do a great job up there in the booth and the broadcast and running HORL and all the admin and for everything everybody does. And Merry Christmas to you and everybody.
All right, bud. We'll see you back out on the track here. So thanks a lot for participating and supporting HORL and all the stuff you do here. Help us out. So been a long-time member of HORL and really appreciate and value your friendship.
Yeah, likewise, man. Yeah, I don't help out that much as stuff going on in my life at this point, but time.
All right, buddy.
All right, you take care of yourself.
You too. All right, that's Ed Palumbo joining us up here in the booth, and he was getting a little little chat there from some of the guys on Whisper there giving him a hard time. So now we're going to shift to the Wheel of Fun page. And I do have one change here since P2 will be our $20 gift card winner. And that was Jim Willis. I think he finished in the second position, if I'm not mistaken. All right, so he did finish in the second position. So that first card that's not an admin here gets the $20 gift card for Steam. And go down here and look at the Wheel of Fun. And so we'll take Jim Willis's name out of that. So he won the $20 gift card. All right. All right, here we go for the $10 gift card. So our first spin is Givaldo Spindola. So Givaldo will be our first winner, $10 gift card. So congratulations to Givaldo. So we'll take Givaldo's name out of it, and we'll do the second spin. And it looks like Jose Solis will be winner number 2. So Givaldo Spindola and Jose Solis. So Givaldo Spindola is winner number 1. And Jose Solis is winner number 2. So congratulations to Givaldo and Jose. You guys need to contact me on Discord. And we'll get you the information you need to get your $10 Steam gift cards. And don't forget, coming up next week, we got Baku City Circuit in the High Octane Racing League GT3 Series season. It's race number 5. On January the 2nd, racing starts at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, and we've had some big fields. We had 25 cars 2 races ago, and then this race today we had 18 cars. So I think this Baku City Circuit is going to attract a lot of drivers here once they have a chance to do some practicing and get to know this track. It's going to be a good one. Very, very excited about that. I want to thank you so much for coming out to the YouTube channel and checking out TurnLeftTV. We've had a blast here, man. Just got a surprise race I put on. I decided to throw this race out here last weekend. Thought all this up and decided to, award some Christmas presents for those guys who come out and support High Octane Racing League. And we had 18 drivers show up tonight. Technically 19 because Paulo Chachalowski as well. He got booted there once we rolled over to race. But I want to say thank you so much for all the support, TurnLeftTV, all those folks that come in and watch the races and so forth. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, I encourage you to do so. Please subscribe on my way to, I'm past the 500 mark, man. I'm working my way to 1,000. Maybe we'll grow twice as fast now. Who knows? If you'd like to make a donation to TurnLeft TV, you can click on the link up in the banner of the channel, make a donation right there. Also, down in the description of this race, a couple links there to follow. One to the Fanatec website and the other one to the EliteHostingUSA.com website. So please take a look at those. If you're interested in buying some Fanatec stuff or Fanatec stuff, please give that link a shout there before you make your purchase. That would help me out here at TurnLeft TV. Share my videos with all your friends. And again, please hit that thumbs up button. Let me know you were here. Appreciate your coming out tonight. We've had a blast. Well, that's going to do it for us tonight here on TurnLeft TV. Thank you so much for coming in. We've had a busy, busy day. I did 2 races today, and I am exhausted. And guess what? Sean Jacobs is going to tease me about I am out of here.